Good morning, welcome to Optimal Frequency. I'm Grant. I talk to spirits here at my house using sources of white noise, then I filter those results with an artificial intelligence and I get direct, intelligent responses. Today I want to try something new. Been thinking about some new videos I want to do, and I think I'm going to do the very first episode ever of News of the Weird. I was looking for some good topics here, and I burst out laughing when I read this one, so I guess we have to do this one. Spanish drug smugglers build submarine out of plywood. Spanish police discovered drug smugglers building a narco submersible in Malaga on the southern coast. It's massive, over 30 feet long and 10 feet wide, and capable of moving 2.2 tons of cargo at a time. If that cargo is cocaine, they'd be looking at street value of $500 million. The vessel never achieved its maiden voyage. A civilian-constructed giant submarine attracts a fair amount of attention, even in the carefree Costa del Sol. The submersible is plywood, coated with fiberglass, attached to a structural frame. It's blocky. Imagine a child's drawing of a submarine more than an actual submarine. This particular Scooby-Doo operation was part of a global smuggling ring that involved cocaine, marijuana, and hashish moving between Portugal, the Netherlands, the UK, and the United States. Now that's a boat that requires a captain with balls of steel. Got my sheet with my questions for News of the Weird. Heading upstairs to make a cup of tea and to ask the spirits all about those topics. I like to set the bowl on there so it rocks a little bit when the water's hitting it. There we go. Good afternoon, spirits. Would they have died if they had made it to open water with this thing? I thought this story was pretty funny when I first read it, but now I'm thinking maybe it's more common than I thought. Has anyone gotten through in one of these submarines before? Has anyone died in one of these narco submarines before? And if so, does that mean there's a whole bunch of drugs laying on the bottom of the ocean, still in packages? Would the captain of this vessel literally have to have steel balls? Maniac squirrels terrorize Queens neighborhood. Anytime there's a story about a small furry animal going after a person, the answer is always rabies. What else would make a creature take on someone so much bigger who has opposable thumbs? This story out of Queens is a friendly reminder that victory against wild animals is never assured. A group of squirrels decided they're sick of their place on the food chain and are going after people in the Rego Park neighborhood.
Micheline Frederick is still bruised, her bite wounds healing after she was attacked by an aggressive squirrel 1 week ago.
You hear someone's bitten by a squirrel, you're like, okay, you got a little nip, what's the big deal? But this was like an MMA cage match. And I lost.
She shared graphic photos of the aftermath.
We're wrestling in the snow and there's blood everywhere and my finger's getting chewed and it won't let go. Eventually it just stopped and there I was, a big bloody mess.
That woman seemed to be handling it quite well. Remember folks, don't feed the squirrels. On a scale of 1 to 10, how tough was that squirrel? What advice do you have for the people living in fear in that neighborhood? Oklahoma State introduces bill to create Bigfoot hunting season. This mysterious woodland creature has thrilled cryptozoologists for decades, but now an Oklahoma State representative is taking the hunt for Bigfoot to a whole new level. Justin Humphrey, a Republican representative of the Antlers/Hugo area, has filed a bill that would establish an official Bigfoot hunting season. How official, you ask? Official enough to have licensing fees. The bill introduces itself as an act relating to game and fish, directing the Oklahoma Wildlife Conservation Commission to establish a Bigfoot hunting season. But hold on for just 1 minute. There's something off about that phrase, hunting season. Does Representative Humphrey want this potentially gentle Sasquatch's head on his wall? Well, not exactly. According to a Facebook post by journalist Lacey Lowry, Humphrey didn't mean literal hunting. He told her that he doesn't want people to actually kill Bigfoot. Humphrey said that he will be working with Oklahoma Wildlife and Tourism Departments to tweak the bill's wording to reflect its true intention. That is, he wants Bigfoot trapped or captured using a non-lethal method. The representative is also looking to secure $25,000 in funding to provide a prize for the first person to capture Bigfoot. As far as I'm concerned, the government can keep their $25K. Bigfoot deserves to stay free and roaming the forests. How many Bigfoots are there in Oklahoma? What will Bigfoot do to you if you put him in a cage? I imagine it's not pretty. Will anyone pay for this license? What are their chances of success? Should Bigfoot be allowed to roam free in the forests?
People used to care. Heck, they'd come all the way out here just for a blurry photo of me.
Oh, that's a good one.
Wait, what's that?
That's just a low battery warning.
Oh, right.
Now it's all, check out my RV and let's go four-wheeling. Maybe there's a little part of me that wanted to be seen.
Well, Progressive helps people save when they bundle their home with their outdoor vehicles, so they've got other things to do now, Bigfoot.
Wait, what did you just call me?
Bigfoot?
My name is Daryl.
Okay, I had to stop on this next article here because I have been, terrified. Not terrified, I just hate them. Leeches, okay? As an avid fisherman, ever since I was a kid, we'd go fishing in the river, Gary and I, and man, if you get a bloodsucker on you or, a whole bunch of them, heaven forbid you walk into a friggin' nest of those things, they're just disgusting. They're creepy and they're disgusting, okay? I am carrying some salt on me. I might even start smoking again just to burn those things off of me. That's a true story. Some people like their pets on the more exotic side. You can find birds, reptiles, even spiders, and insects in most big pet stores. For the most part, these are fairly harmless creatures. But then, there are people who keep leeches as pets. And if that's not weird enough for you, it gets better. Or worse, actually. Some of them feed their little pet abominations with their own blood. There are people that grow leeches and let them suck on their blood when it's mealtime. Couldn't you have just gotten some fish, or maybe a dog? One anonymous leech keeper told Science Alert about their little pets. According to the publication, the person wanted to stay nameless to avoid online harassment. They're amazing, curious creatures that grow like crazy and make wonderful pets, this leech lord or lady gushed. The leech keeper said they own 4 leeches. Each of them is a buffalo leech, also known as the Asian leech. And these things get big. How big, you ask? Well, let's just say that an online store specializing in selling them, for $300 a pop no less, describes them as monster-sized. According to their owner, each of the leeches even has its own personality. They said that some are more adventurous, while one of them is what they called shy. True story, I worked in a bait shop for about a year and a half back in 2008. I actually loved that job. Making minimum wage, whatever, but the job itself was fantastic. I love fishing, right? I could shoot the shit all day with guys about fishing, where to go, getting them their bait, selling them rods and reels, all kinds of tackle. Except I had to reach into a tank with leeches with my bare hand, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I tried. Literally, the first time I tried, like, I want to face this. But yeah, no, those things are creepy. I had to use a little fishing net. Count them out. So I had a few guys laughing at me, but I don't care. Leeches suck. Do leeches have any use in this world? Is there a more disgusting pet than a leech? Do you spirits have a message for our viewers today? Alright, thank you for answering my questions on these topics from Weird News. Love, peace, joy, and adventure to you. Thank you for coming through, spirits. I just got to their last message. Save those people. I'm floating on it. A boat in Mexico. Now, I wonder if they're trying to warn us of some impending disaster. That would truly be news of the weird. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one.